My name is Elda Fidianata from Class C Economy Education Program, student ID number 210, 210, 301, 131. Here, I will review one of the material that I have studied during these 2 semesters, namely 10 common job interview questions and how to answer them. Here, I will give an example of how to answer job interview question well. Let's look at the steps as follows. The first question is, could you tell me something about yourself and describe your background in brief? Interviewers like to hear stories about candidates. Make sure your story has a great beginning, a riveting middle, and that makes the interviewer root for you to win the jobs. I will give an example of how to answer it. Could you tell me something about yourself and describe your background in brief? I am a graduate of a vocational school where I don't have much work experience. I start practicing to study editing and design to hone my skills. And that's where I started to explore the world of editing and design. 1 year later, I got my first job as an editor in a company. I continued to develop my skill to master all files to relate to editing and design. Question 2. How did you hear about this position? Employers want to know whether you are actively seeking out their company, heard of the role from a recruiter, or were recommended to the position by a current employer. In short, they want to know how you got to them. We can answer like this. I found out about the position through social media. I am very excited to apply for graphic designer. The skills needed are in line with the skill I have, and I believe I can fully contribute to this company and be a great step for my next career. Question 3. What type of work environment do you prefer? Be sure to do your homework on the organization and its culture before the interview. Your research will save you hurt. Your preferred environment should closely align to the company workplace culture. And if it doesn't, it might not be the right fit for you. We can answer like this. I like a fast-paced work environment because it makes me fast to learn and develop. And I like a balanced work environment. Question 4. How do you deal with pressure or stressful situation? The employer wants to know. Do you hold down the fort or crumble under pressure? Share an instant when you remain calm despite the turmoil. If it's a skill you are developing, acknowledge that and include the steps you are taking to respond better to pressure in the future. For example, you could indicate that you are started a mindfulness practice to help you better deal with stress. We can answer like this. I realize stressful situations are always going to come up, and I definitely have had to learn how to navigate them throughout my career. I think I get better at it with every new experience. Question 5. Do you prefer to work independently or in a team? Your answer should be informed by the research you have done on the company culture and the job in question. Nevertheless, you should expect that most work environments will have some team aspect. Then you can answer like this. I really like both. I like having a time to strategize at work and getting diverse opinion and feedback from the team. But I also do tasks that require me to work independently. Question 6. When you are balancing multiple projects, how do you keep yourself organized? Employers want to understand how you use your time and energy to stay productive and efficient. They are also looking to understand if you have your own system for staying on track with the work beyond the company's schedule and workflow plans. Be sure to emphasize that you adhere to deadlines and take them seriously. Then you can answer like this: I'm used to using a priority scale to make sure everything goes according to plan, where I allocate time on the calendar according to specific tasks. It helped me a lot because I always prioritize and needs to be done first, and this makes me a responsible person at work. Question 7. What did you do in the last year to improve your knowledge? Employers want to know how people use their time differently. You spend time learning skill or editing courses. When learn from whatever experience we have, then you can answer like this. To improve my knowledge in the past year, I have been honing my editing and design skill a lot through social media, where I have also attended many webinars and online courses, so that I have more expansive knowledge about editing and design. Question 8. What are your salary expectations? Before you walk in for your first interview, you should already know what the salary is for the position you are applying to. Check out website for salary information. Then you can answer like this: based on my skill and experience and on the current industry rates, I am looking at a salary around 5 million. Question 9. Are you applying for other jobs? Interviewers want to know if you are genuinely interested in this position or if it's just one of your many options. Simply, they want to know if you are their top choice. Honestly, it's the best policy. If you are applying for other jobs, say so. You don't have to necessarily say where you are applying unless you have another offer. Then you can answer like this: I have applied to several other companies, but this role is really the one that I like the most at the moment because I feel that it suits my skill in editing and design. That's why I can hone my skill even better and contribute more again at the company. The last question is, from your resume it seems you took a gap year. Would you like to tell us why that was? Let your interviewer know that your gap year was not about procrastinating over your transition from childhood to adulthood, but that it added value to the confident professional you have become. Then you can answer like this: during my final year of school, I took a year off, choosing to study and attend editing and design classes that were conducted online. I spent a lot of time developing so many new skills in editing and design and gaining experience in the editing field. Choose were an example of answering interview questions at work. You can try them when doing a job interview. Hopefully it will be useful. See you in the next video. Thank you.